The following preview has been approved by forward-thinking marketers and smart washroom audiences, brought to you by the TLC Advertising Association of Washrooms Incorporated worldwide. Grab some popcorn and enjoy the show.
The dictionary defines advertising as the act of calling the public's attention to your goods or services or needs to get more customers. Now, it doesn't matter where they see your ad, but where else can you guarantee that 100% of your consumers will interact with your advert? Hi there, I'm Dave, and I'm going to spend 10 minutes in a washroom, and you're coming with me.
TLC, Targeted Lifestyle Communication.
If you're serious about gender-specific marketing, category exclusivity, targeted lifestyle communication, 90 seconds of consumers actually reading your ads, a cost per thousand that rivals any mainstream media, then you need to take a closer look at washroom advertising. Now, I'm standing here in what might be called a toilet, or the loos, or the bogs. It's a washroom, and it's a wonderful opportunity for you to take advantage of. Let's take a closer look. So how does TLC deliver such targeted placement? Because we have lifestyle touchpoints at over 1,300 venues nationwide. That's 6,400 environments to choose from. Gender-specific environments with guaranteed competitor lockout and dwell times of up to 90 seconds. This is Sarah. There's not much else to do in here except read that ad. Who else gets to spend this amount of quality time with an FMCG grocery buying mother? Sarah is in one of 70 shopping malls that your brand advertises in. This one happens to be the top LSM package. Now, she's a mom and she makes all the key decisions in her home, especially when it comes to fast-moving consumer goods. She just spent 90 seconds reading your ad. And now she's sampling your product directly. As she leaves the washroom, she grabs one of your coupons because she really likes what your brand has to offer. She also knows she can get the product somewhere in the mall. And what other media platform offers you that? Imagine advertising in Ster-Kinekor and new Metro cinemas nationwide. Calvin is a student and he's decided to catch a movie today instead of working. Now, as he goes about his business, he notices a talking frame advertising your brand. Hi Calvin, I'm a talking frame. Now, Calvin's a bit of a techno geek and he can't help noticing the new digitally enhanced thingamajig. Thingamajig, it's a real word, look it up. Calvin, you should go to school. While other platforms give you the opportunity to see, TLC gives you the guarantee to see. Our platform is noticeable, interactive, and targeted, which means that your target audience is more likely to remember your brand offering. That guy just took my popcorn. Let's take a look at our cinema holdings. Across New Metro and Ster-Kinekor, approximately 1.5 million people go to the movies every month. Now, most patrons will frequent the washroom either before or after the movies. Now, that's 1.3 million people engaging with your brand. Shh. Take off your cap. Studies have proven this. Now, I'm not making this up. According to TNS research surveys conducted in 2010, it was proven that there was a 16% cognitive message uptake after interacting with TLC platforms. Meet Jody, a health-conscious soccer mom, who's kicking off a day with a workout. And as she picks up the pace, she interacts with your brand. And as Jody freshens up, another opportunity to interact with your brand. TLC now offers trackside billboard advertising. And now training's over, more interaction with your brand. Let's hit the showers. Once we're in the showers, there's nothing more captive than this. Inner and outer door wraps, and she gets to sample your product. I could really go for a shower now. TLC has the platform to engage with Jody across sports clubs and gyms nationwide. That is over 200,000 active consumers on a monthly basis. Meet KJ and his friends, the trendy consumer we're all after. With 350 nightlife venues countrywide, it's not difficult to see why this consumer is so relevant. You're reaching them at a time when they're relaxed and happy to engage in advertising. Not to mention our platform is the final thought before heading back to the table for another drink. What a great time to have category exclusivity to advertise your brand. Mention my name, get a good seat. In the last hour, 10,000 people, just like KG, have viewed this backlit mirror, advertising your brand in nightlife venues across the country. That's 10,000 upwardly mobile, trend-setting young patrons viewing your brand for more than 35 seconds. Hey. Cheers. Now, wouldn't you like that kind of attention? As Sam, a big spending businessman, walks through the airport, he's bombarded with branding from a confusing mess of products. But when he enters the bathroom, one brand dominates the entire space. So which brand do you think he's more likely to see? TLC offers competition lockout with category exclusivity. Now, what other media platform offers you that? So Sam won't have any other brands competing for his attention. And guess where he's off to now? He's off to buy your brand. He's just seen your ad. TLC now also offers vending as an option across its entire network. A chance for you to distribute your product nationally. Last month, over 3 million travelers came through the airport. Now that excludes people saying goodbye to their loved ones or meeting them. Now we'll assume that not 100% of the people use the washroom, but let's say 80% of them, either before or after they fly, use the washroom. That gives you 2.4 million people having a one-on-one interaction with your brand. Those are good numbers.
The majority of media spend goes into the following mainstream media platforms. Let's see what value they derive from this media spend.
Let's say your ad spend is 80K. That gives you one 45-second commercial on Carte Blanche, which has a viewership of 448,000. And that's before you produced your ad. Or a 30-second radio slot for 10 days, once a day, will give you about 800,000 listeners. Or you could get 2.5 billboards for 1 month, which will be seen by 80,000 cars per day. Or one 1.5-page full-color advert in a magazine for 1 month with a circulation of 88,000 and a readership of over 1 million. With TLC, 80,000 Rand gets you 17 shopping malls for a month. Now that's more than 14 million shoppers coming through the shopping center. If 43% of them are using the washroom, that's over 6 million people engaging directly with your frames. For 80,000 Rand, it's a bargain. That's less than half a cent per frame engagement. Half a cent to reach your gender-specific target market. Half a cent to ensure that your brand is seen by your market in an uncluttered advertising environment with extensive noticeability. Half a cent. Remember when chappies were half a cent. You have a 360-degree environment to work with, so the scope for interactive and creative advertising is limitless. Make a statement with entrance and exit wall decals. You can spend 35 seconds of quality time with your consumer. Your brand, taking a look, entering a competition. Sam's entering a competition now. Oh no, wait, he's SMSing. Hey, that's my wife. And this is a perfect opportunity for your consumer to try your product and then go and buy it. Supersized mirror decals. Your blank canvas to be as creative as you want. Hello, Dave. Looking good. You too, Dave. Who says you can't put a billboard in a washroom? Even before you hit the washroom, you can build brand awareness with these corridor wraps. Total competition lockout, no clutter, brilliant. Just like the washrooms, you can now display your brand in a fitting room. And we all know how long people spend in here. That is one-on-one time with the consumer and your brand. Gender-specific, non-cluttered environment. And just think about it. The point of purchase is right outside that door. Nice. This is the longest I've ever spent in a ladies' fitting room without being arrested. Products available in the fitting rooms include your decals for the mirrors, your A3 frames, and they're available at Jet, Jetmart, Legit, Ackermans and Edgar's. I'm keeping these.
Washroom opportunities. Standard frames, tester frames, coupon frames, door wraps, electronic mirror media, mirror decals, entrance and exit wall wraps, shower door wraps, shower corridor wraps, additional opportunities, treadmill branding, indoor billboards, trackside billboards, water coolers, fitting room mirror decals, A3 frames, vending machines, corridor wraps.
Let's recap. Our media platform is not going away ever. It's not a trend, it's not a fad, and it's not reliant on modern day technology. And the reality is, everyone uses the washroom, from the Queen to the President, to media planners and media directors, and most importantly, your audience. Don't let your personal opinions of washrooms compromise your brand's exposure. Just don't do it. Successful advertising is merely the guaranteed transfer of information from advertiser to consumer. Is it making sense yet? Of course it does. Just ask these mega brands who did the maths for themselves. Like I said, spend some time in a washroom and you'll start to see we're not actually selling washroom advertising. We're selling you a gender-specific, targeted, engaged market. The equation is simple. You bring us the brand, we'll provide the audience. TLC, it all adds up.
You have just experienced the power of washroom advertising. TLC, Targeted Lifestyle Communication.